Alright, here's the deal. One of my student producers sent me a song requesting my feedback on it, and that song sounds like this. Let's go. The problem with the song is that everything is pretty good, but it's just not that exciting. So in this video, I thought it'd be a cool idea to fix this song up piece by piece to help make it the club banger that it's supposed to be. It's going to be a good video. You'll learn a lot. Let's get into it. I'm going to play from the drop real quick to see where we should start. First thing that comes to mind are these chords. We can see that these chords start the song, and for that reason, the entire arrangement builds around the chords. This means that these chords have to be so good because you're going to build your entire song around it. If we play the chords back, the rhythm is just not that groovy. It doesn't make me want to dance. These are standard eighth notes. What I'm going to do is transform this standard eighth note rhythm to a dotted eighth note rhythm. Dotted rhythms are groovier and more danceable, in my opinion, than standard eighth note rhythm. To make a dotted rhythm, we're just taking a standard eighth note, which is 1/8 the size of one bar, and we're adding 50% of its size to it itself. And we're going to repeat that flow throughout the rest of the chord progression. Here's our new dotted eighth rhythm. I think we can make this rhythm more pronounced and a little bit more tense if we hang on some chords longer. So I'm going to get rid of these. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Also, another benefit of using a dotted rhythm is we could take all the notes, shorten them a bit, and then add a little bit of swing to them. Now that we have our rhythm defined, we have to zero in on these notes. Alright, so I'm going to reset these chords and then rebuild them. Now we have some basic triads in their root form, which is essentially what he had. To make these sound really cool, I'm going to add some 7s and 9s. Did you hear that? 7ths, which is what we just added to the C sharp minor chord, add a jazzy, dancey tone to the chords. I'm going to do the same to this one. Alright, let's play these back. I love these two chords. I hate these two. So what I'm going to do is use these two notes and just build the rest of the chords around those because I think those are the notes that sound good. I'm also going to voice these out a little bit. Like spread the notes out. That sounded so much better. That sounds so good. Now before I move on, I want to make sure this piano is as dominant as it can be in this song. So I'm going to play around and add some stuff to it. I'm going to add like a stutter note here. I'm also going to shorten the notes. This will add some dynamics to the rhythm. I'm also going to do this thing that Avicii used to do with his dotted eighth note rhythms. And that's just pick any one of the triggers and shorten it. And then reset the rhythm around that trigger. So then we'll get this. And then I'll do the same up here. I'm also going to crank the velocity and add some OTT. And finally, that is so fun. If we compare that to the original, here's the original. Now here's the revised rhythm. Now keep in mind these are the exact same chords that my student had in the beginning, which are the C sharp minor, D major, E major, and F sharp minor. The only difference is we changed the rhythm, so that's the power of changing the rhythm, and also added a 7th and 9th to this first chord, a 7th to this D major chord. We changed this E major to an A major 7th. I don't know how that happened. And then this one's our F sharp minor, which does not have a 7th. So, very small changes, significant result. Now that our main instrument, in this case it's these piano chords, is as strong as it can be, watch how easy it is now to build the rest of the song out. First thing I'm going to do is take these chords and duplicate them onto a fresh instance of X for Serum. I'm going to make a sound that we can use to layer the chords so we have enough material to arrange our song with. Here's the default X for Serum sound. Isn't that awesome how a default sound still sounds cool because our chords are so good? I'm just going to go to envelope 1 and make this a pluck sound to match the dynamics of the piano. We'll go up an octave. Add some unison to it. What unison does is multiplies how many waveforms actually play at once. In this case, a saw wave. Now I don't want this layer to overpower our pianos. That's nice. Everything will fit like a glove now, watch. We're going to take the bottom note of the chords, and then he already had a bass sound that was really good. All we need is the rhythm from the chords and obviously the notes. Too low. That fits like a glove. Listen to how tight that is. Let me show you the coolest sound to add anytime you have piano chords that are your main instrument. Like that. Find a vocal chop, like a single note vocal chop with a lot of reverb on it. Like that. I don't know why. It's the vibiest thing if you just take the tail of it and then make it one beat long and then just kind of loop it like that. Isn't that awesome? He did have one more instrument that I was worried about, and that's these vocal chops. I might have made it so these won't fit. Melodically, it's really cool, but the rhythm of the vocals doesn't keep up with the piano. And that's my fault. I should have made chords that actually work with the coolest part of the song, which was that vocal. But I also had this other idea, and that's just chop up the vocals and do my own thing with it. That's groovy. Like, that one works, but I wish I didn't have to do that. All right, here's the playback. I love this, it's so deep. So much fun. It really is. It's a lot of fun. You can do a million things with something like that. But anyway, that's a video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like me to help you reach your most ambitious music production goals, you can do that with my one-on-one coaching program that's linked at the top of the description below. For access to my courses and private producer community, you can check out the links in the description below as well. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video lesson.